So, formats change. We have three cards up here for general. We've got three cards here for love. And we have two cards here that represents the overall outcome. I'll be using Little Smith Centennial for the clarifiers. And I got two oracle cards, one for love, one for general energy. All right, so you guys have, and ignore any black splotches, you see what I mean? I'll try to. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Page of Pentacles. You might be spending the month of January focused on, yes, it could be work, yes, it could be money, or maybe you want to learn a new skill, because that's coming up here with the Hermit, the Page, well, all three is coming up. This feels like, you know, the card of the craftsman, the card of skills, teamwork as well, but it's the card of, one of the cards of working hard for me. It's not quite the Eight of Pentacles, but he can be an apprentice. And then with this card being, you know, one of study, going within, you might just decide to hit the books, or decide to, again, improve your resume, or just learn a new skill or trade that will further advance you in your career. Page of Pentacles can be the money involved, you know, obtaining the money involved, getting the money involved in order to pay for this. Or it can just be representing becoming a student again. There you are, all young and fresh and ready to learn something new. Some of you could be sent to study for work. So, you know, it's because they want you to learn a system, software, or some, again, new skill, and they're essentially paying for you to learn. And maybe it takes up quite a bit of your time in January, or something like that, where that's just your general focus. Others of you might simply be thinking of areas that you might be able to improve in your life. It doesn't have to be work necessarily. Maybe you're thinking about home improvement as well, because I'm seeing this again as work that might need to be done, you know, whether it's around the house or in yourself, you know, physical body or something like that. I feel like you're heavily thinking about something that might need fixing. You might need to put money towards it again with the Page of Pentacles, and so on. Love. Finally, I think, I don't remember all the signs, but I know that quite a few, when it came to the love side, they weren't the most romantic cards. But here you are with the Sun, Ace of Cups, and the Moon. Now, the Moon, you know, I've often mentioned, it's the card of illusions, you know, it's hidden energy, there's confusion, and while that's true, it can be the card of a deep romance, a lot of feelings involved. Perhaps on some level you don't trust the feelings, or you're afraid of it a little bit, but this speaks to me, this speaks to like intense emotions, honestly, and it feels like it's happy emotions. But again, on some level you might not want to come clean with how you're feeling, whether it's a current partner or someone brand new. I say for singles, by the way, that this looks very promising. You have new love, new emotional beginnings there with the Ace of Cups. The Sun is indicative of happiness, happy emotions. And, you know, again, this is like a discovery here of a new potential partnership that you are enjoying a lot. I mean, look at these people. They look enamored with each other. So that's happy times for you as a single. And again, I think the Moon here re-emphasizes it could be a quiet relationship. And what I mean by that is you're not necessarily revealing it to family or friends or anyone, because maybe you're seeing how it's going. Maybe there's a reason for it. You're just unsure about revealing it. But this can speak to a hidden romance, not necessarily a bad thing, just because that's the way you want to handle it for now. Otherwise, this is romance, a romantic card as well. It doesn't quite look that way in this depiction, or in this is pretty traditional, not quite, but I feel strongly that your emotions will run very deep for the positive, for a new relationship or connection if you're single. If you're not single, you're in a relationship, well, there's still an abundance of positive emotions here. There could be something in January that triggers your feelings and deepens the relationship, deepens your emotions for your current partner. Because again, you've got this happy sensation surrounding a romantic connection. So regardless, I feel like the story is very similar. which is very nice to see. Here, for the outcome, we have the Magician and the Tower. Now, this is one of the darker towers in terms of the visual. You know, it's quite black here. You got lightning strikes. You got, oh my God, I don't want to go. I don't want to be in there. But the initial vibe I got with the Magician is you are almost rocking your own world. That sounds a little weird, but I feel like you want to break the walls down, or you kind of want to not destroy. You want to shake things up. That's what I'm looking for. You want to shake things up in your life quite dramatically. I feel with this energy that this says you're ready for a change, and you will go as far as making the change happen for you if it doesn't happen on its own. And you're only so patient. So with the energy of the Magician, I feel like you're creating drastic change because you want to. So we're going to see what the clarifiers for the Tower is right about now, because I can't wait. I'll be surprised if it's negative, because I just feel like this is something that you want to do. All right, give me clarifiers for the Tower. Where does this Tower fall? Or rather, what does the Tower reveal when it falls, when it crumbles? Oh, worst shuffling in the world. All right. Ooh, very happy. Yay, I knew it. Okay. Good Tower. And the Good Tower is one of the best cards to get, in my opinion. I'm a person who likes change. I like surprises. I like shock value. Don't like it when a Three of Swords follows it, but when the Sun follows it, that's fantastic. It's like something that you've wanted, you know, and you make it happen, and you are ecstatic as a result of it. So we got double Sun. There's a lot of happiness, joyous energy for you in January, which is fabulous to see. So good for you. All right, let's see the well, I kind of don't know if I need clarifiers for those. Let me just get one extra for all three up there. Because I really do feel like on the general level, you're thinking about, again, learning a new trade, skill, or focusing on something that requires, you know, your attention, or that is a trade of some kind. Five of Wands. All right. Maybe you're thinking about it. There's some sort of problem or conflict with this thing you might want to learn. Or maybe there's other people involved, and somehow there's a competitive edge. So maybe that's why you're learning for the sake of your competition, to kind of like beat out competition. If you have this extra skill, you come out on top. That's what's coming to me. Get another one. Ah, Hermit. Okay, so you're learning, you're thinking. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna think a hell of a lot and spend time alone. No, you're not gonna spend too much time alone. I mean, even if you are spending time alone, you're happy about it. So who cares? But learning, going within is gonna be a big deal for you this month as well. But I think that will mostly relate to work, money, and again, improving an ability that you have. Could be any sort of talent. If you play piano or flute or whatever, or artistic, you're working on improving it. Page of Swords, there's communication involved here as well. Maybe, I really think you're doing this to one up the competition, honestly. That's what I feel. I don't know how the Page of Swords relates necessarily. It's not quite the student. God, I keep feeling like this is, I'm kind of disregarding this for now and looking at these two where this one is like gonna cut through that competition. And it's like, I am making it through here. I'm gonna be on top. So I gotta improve myself in order to make sure that I'm ahead of the game. All right, that's what I'm getting. Let me get one for the Moon, as much as I don't want to. Show me one for the Moon. Oh, thank goodness. All right, so we got the Eight of Wands. So there's communication, there's passion. Some of that passion, again, could be secretive, meaning that if you're meeting someone new, it's on the DL for now. If you're in a current relationship and people know about it, then, ooh, this can be a trip too, a honeymoon. Ooh, that could be a honeymoon. But this can be just any sort of trip, and it's geared towards romance, obviously. And this might be a renewal to the relationship if you're already in one. That's what I think. I'm going to go with it. All right, let's get our romantic oracle, whatever this is. Okay. All right, fine. We have, oh, passion and fate. So these are two great cards. I prefer passion, honestly. But you've got a lot of fire energy here. There's a lot of heat happening. So your love life might be in for a passionate month in January. Things might get another spark if it's been on the if it's been a dud as of late. That might be a bit fiery again. Good for you. And then it looks like, you know, in this case, this just gives me the idea that the universe is helping you in regards to your relationship, whether you're single or not, you know, sort of pushing you potentially to like run into someone somewhere where you're likely to be, and or somewhere you're interested in going, you get pushed into a situation and you meet someone. I feel like the world, the universe is attempting to play a hand in guiding you into your new love, essentially, with the Ace of Cups. And if you're in a relationship, the universe is not helping. No, I'm just kidding. The universe is still looking out for you. And I think, you know, again, it's about reigniting your current relationship if it's been a little bit low. If it hasn't, it's just firing it up further. So I like those cards, and I'm going to just pull one of these beastly cards. Any day now. All right. This for me, it says yin. And the immediate thing I got was, again, finding someone who balances you out, or the general energy of balance is what I'm getting. And this is very soothing energy here with the pinks. It's the first thing I looked at, was the fact that how purple and pink and peaceful everything feels. So that can be the general energy for the month. I'm just gonna sneak a peek at this book for a second, because I usually go with my instincts for these cards, and I don't think I've ever read the book. So I just want to see what this says. Oh, that's interesting. It's about stuff flowing to you and letting someone else make the first move. So that could be a thing for you this month. Perhaps, you know, again, the love or situations will come to you. There might be very little that you even have to do, despite the fact that you're going to take action anyway, because you're like, fuck this, I'm the magician, and you're going to shake up your own world. Anyway, I feel like for the most part, positivity and changes and essentially what you desire is going to make its way to you without you having to put much effort into it. Not to say, you know, don't work for things, but I would say feel free to take a relaxed approach, because it feels like the universe is supporting you for the month of January. We have the Ace of Cups, we have the Magician, and we have the Two of Cups. I feel like with this trio here, most of you are focusing on doing what you love. With the Magician's energy, you're all about taking action. You're not waiting for things to come towards you. You feel like you have all the tools necessary to get the job done, or to just manifest what it is you desire, and so you're going after it. If that's a relationship, which is coming up here with the Ace and Two of Cups, then so be it. For some, this is just about you're following your dreams and desires, and again, doing what you love because of these two cup cards that can relate to work as well. Magician could be starting their own projects, their own business, you know, anything that they're really invested in, they're working hard towards. Now, as I said, this could definitely be relationship. You're going from the Ace to the 2 and rather quickly, because this is just a week's reading. So you might even meet someone at the very beginning, or let's say New Year's Eve party, something like that. Maybe it started in the new year as just a brand new emotional connection. And then lo and behold, poof, there it is. It's official. You are exclusive and dating this person for real. So that could definitely apply to you within the first week of January. For the overall cards, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers. And right here we have the energy, which is a little bit, is quite a bit different actually from this, because the Seven of Pentacles, you know, wait, it's patience. You're looking at all the effort and evaluating, is it worth continuing, or is it time to scrap the idea and start anew? So I think next to the Lovers in this case, although there's obviously a couple here, aside from the imagery, this can definitely relate, because I feel it, to weighing your options in regards to, for instance, work or some situation that you've put a lot of effort into, and deciding right then and there this week whether or not to continue to pursue it or just cut it off because it's taking too long to manifest and bear fruit. Back to the imagery, some of you are definitely focused on a partnership connection. You're looking for passion and chemistry, and for you and the other person to really have a lot of common interest that enhances the connection between you. So I think you're thinking about a relationship that you're currently in, or maybe someone that you recently met, mostly because we have the Ace of Cups here that speaks to new love. I think with this Two of Cups at the end here, you're going to decide to pursue this as more than just a passing fancy and really see the relationship through. All right, so let's get one on the Two of Cups. Six of Cups, okay. This doesn't necessarily mean that you're going back to a past lover or anything like that. Sure, that can apply with the Six of Cups, the card of reunions. But for most, I think this is about a connection that feels young and fresh again. It feels like, you know, the butterflies, getting to know each other. You know, you almost feel like innocent while in this connection or a part of this connection. There's a youthful vibe overall here with that energy, so I like it. The Knight of Pentacles can be the person that you're connecting with. This can be someone that you used to work with, or you've had a long-term connection with, and maybe there was a distance between you, but now they're re-entering the picture. That could relate to the Six of Cups. It doesn't mean that they're a past lover, but they were an association from the past that are slowly coming back in. With the Knight of Pentacles too, this is someone who is serious, who is reliable, and you know, they really like to get to know you. I feel like the Knight of Pentacles has a lot of substance to him. He can be slow moving, and that can be why you have the Magician. You are just like taking lead and making things happen, and moving forward with the decision to, you know, let's say become exclusive, for instance. That's how I'm seeing it. I see the focus very much on relationships. All right, Seven of Pentacles. The Emperor. You're spending time this week thinking about someone in particular. This might not be the person that you're involved with romantically. It can be, but this can also be just an older male, like a father figure, a boss figure, someone who's older, someone who may or may not be a mentor, and you're thinking about that person. Maybe you work for this person and you're wondering if you want to work for them anymore. If this is representing your partner as well, then the same applies. You're still evaluating your connection with them. I would say, though, based off this story, that you're going forward with a relationship. Oh, and we got the Empress. Now, she did come out reversed, but I like to look at the cards around it to determine. And I see this as some form of power couple. So now I'm actually seeing it more as you and your partner. Very strong personalities. And I think that you're thinking about the potential between you and your partner. And we have the Justice. Okay, so the Lovers will definitely lean towards the choice meaning, which again, you're contemplating, you've put a lot of work into something. Do I, don't I, what's the right way to go? Most likely involving a partnership. And Justice just reaffirms this need to make a decision. And I would say that you make it quite clearly by the end of the week. Seems a little bit straightforward. So, I mean, that's pretty much what's come up for you guys for the week. Until the following readings, thank you for watching.